I'm trying to look it up on the internet. That's cool. Langston Hughes, hi, Charles.
Charles Evans Hughes.
So you lived in New York. You said that it was your mom who took you to the States?
Yes, she took me when I was about 5 years old.
Hi there, this is Robinson, and welcome to Los Teachers. And today we have a special guest, let's say, and that we will go over his story, his life story, and let's get to know him. Let's get to see what he's been through, his life. And I decided to interview him because of his English. I met him long ago, let's say like 20 years ago, 2025. I think it was during my high school years. And it really got my attention how you spoke English back in the days, and you still do. Could you please tell us your full name? State your full name.
My full name is Francisco Harris Ramon Castillo Trinidad. Those are my last name, Castillo Trinidad.
All right, but people call you Harry. When I met you, it was by Harry. Why is that?
Like Harry, well, Harry was my name that only my mother used to call me at home. And the folks outside the house, I suppose they call me some other name, a nickname. Like Joe,
Yeah, Joe. I've heard people call you Joe.
right? That's my nickname now. That's what I am called around town.
Where were you born? Were you born in town?
Well, actually, I was born here in Vegas in 1959. And my mother had taken me to live in New York with her in 1964.
Tell us about your life in New York. Like, do you happen to remember your age and where did you live in New York and what happened? How was it like living back in the days in New York City?
It was fine. I was 5 years old when my mother took me to the States, to New York, where we lived at for many years. And it was fine. Oh, I grew there. I was grew there. I was grown up there, and I liked the city. It was cool. It was fine. I liked it. I went to school from first grade, and I did all the grades there at New York City.
And you studied in the States, in New York. Was it in New York specifically or any other place?
No, it was in New York City. I even remember the schools.
Oh, yeah?
I went to elementary school, 161 it was called at that time, at those years, that year.
Uh-huh.
I started, from first grade. Then after I went through the sixth grades in that school, I went into junior high school, which is called Junior High School 43. I did 3 years there. I graduated. In the seventh grade, I was left back.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
What happened?
So and because I was not paying attention and studying,
Yeah.
I wasn't too much in the studies. I left, so the next year they put me in a special class. a 7th and 8th grade class. So that means I graduated. I passed that year in 7th and 8th and went to ninth. So I recovered the year that I was held back.
Uh-huh.
Now after I graduated, and then after I passed the ninth grade, I went to high school. The high school was called, or is called, or was called at that time. When I went there, it was junior high school. It was high school, excuse me. It was high school Charles Evans Hughes, located down at 18th Street between 9th and 8th Avenue, somewhere around there.
I'm trying to look it up on the internet. That's cool. Langston Hughes High Charles.
Charles Evans Hughes.
So you lived in New York. You said that it was your mom who took you to the States?
Yes. She took me when I was about 5 years old.
Do you wait? So your English now everything makes sense to me because you studied there.
Right. I went to classes. American teachers.
Yeah.
Their original teachers, not substitutes.
Uh-huh.
Americans in New York City. That's where I learned my English and studied.
You did when you graduated from high school,
That I well
did you?
I left the I left school.
Oh, you dropped a school.
I dropped out of school
Mm-hmm.
fi- legally. I signed. I made my mother sign some paper to discharge me
Uh-huh.
because I was um, thinking that I didn't need it to finish or get my diploma because I was luckily uh, I came through some accident that gave me a fortune.
Oh yeah. What was that? And what was the fortune?
The fortune was a lawsuit that I went through with a lawyer.
Who did you guys sue?
What was that?
Who did you sue?
It was I was riding down a street
Uh-huh.
where I live on Amsterdam Avenue around my neighborhood, and I didn't see this truck, or I don't even know how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I crashed into a tractor trailer, and that tractor trailer knocked me out unconscious.
Whoa.
I stayed 12 days in a coma.
You were in ICU for 12 days.
12 days in a
12
coma.
straight days.
Yes, when I hit that trailer. So, some friend of mine, lady of mine's neighbor, told me that she know a lawyer that can help me out. I didn't know anything about that, so I talked to the lawyer, and he accepted my case, and that's how I got that money, lots of money. You know,
What was your age back in the day?
I was about 14 years old at that time.
Way too young to handle
Right.
like money. Do you?
No, they put that money in the bank.
Okay.
And so until I was 18,
How much money we're talking about?
that was about 35,000.
$35,000.
So the lawsuit was 35,000.
What year was that? Like
1982,
1982.
84, sometime around then. Yes. Yeah, I can still remember. Yeah, but I don't know how I hit. I don't remember how the accident happened.
Truck hit you.
I hit. See, I don't know how it happened.
But it did.
Yes, I was in a coma because of that accident. Luckily, I'm still alive.
Yeah. Let's wait for the bike. So you got the accident happened. You drop off school. What came next? Did you hit the streets or?
Yes, I tried some. I liked it, and I hooked myself to. I That's what I have went through,
Mm,
and I'm sorry I did that. I didn't. I just liked it, and I felt in that
and that word
drug,
or
in
yeah,
that
and it
drug,
and it
yeah,
happened.
the habit.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was a habit. That's all. But now I'm clean. I'm clean. That was one part of the what happened to me when I got that money. I dropped out of school to finish it, but I went, overboard, overboard.
Yeah. So you once everything was like it was placed into your bank account, the money
Yeah, until I was old enough to take it
to
out.
take it out. And how did you manage yourself with that money? Did you take everything out? You cash it all, or you was it was by part? How did you manage that money?
I
How was that?
I was I was with I withdrawn it
Mm-hmm.
daily,
Daily,
$200
a day.
a day for the habit I had. That was
Who were you surrounded by? You had many friends or the guys from the blocks. Who did you used to hang out with?
no, actually I used to do it myself.
Oh yeah.
I'm a loner. I always been a loner because it was just me. I didn't live in a big family.
Uh,
I just lived with my mother and myself. So I didn't communicate with two
too many fellas.
people. Yeah, fellas, associates. I did everything mostly on my own.
So when you reached, let's say 18, right? Like 18, you
Uh,
you did you move out or you carried on
uh,
living with your mom?
I kept, staying with my mother because she lived in one room and I lived in another room, separated.
Okay.
And I had my own keys
Yeah.
to enter the house when I want to. See,
Where you live? You lived in 161, you said, in Amsterdam?
I know that 161 was
That's
the
cool.
school
Yeah.
number, La Guardia School,
Oh, LaGuardia.
61.
Yeah.
I used to live in 133rd and Amsterdam Avenue
133rd Amsterdam Avenue.
in Manhattan.
Yeah. I a lot of Dominicans living out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of mixed
Mhm.
people live there.
Yeah.
Mexican, Spanish, all kinds, all kinds. Central Park is located at 110th Street. And I used to live at 133rd in Amsterdam. So when I was on the hill, on the west side, mostly on
Yeah.
the west side, the end of the west side, because the end side, Amsterdam is almost end of the west side, only just two more streets away from the Hudson River,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
locates us from New York to New Jersey,
How long you grew up with your mom?
right?
How about your dad and any other siblings?
Well, no. When my mom took me to New York, it was only with just her and me.
Okay.
My father, I never knew the man.
You never met the old dog?
Only one day, but they didn't give me enough time or
Mhm.
enough, yeah,
He was here or
to
there?
get to know him. No, he was here
Okay.
in this country when I first. That's what I did with the money. I took a trip here.
Oh,
I went. Yeah, my mother brought me here. We took a vacation from New York,
uh-huh.
and I saw my father one day, but that didn't surprises me much. or give me much interest because my father, I never lived with him. I lived with my mother.
Yeah.
So what you can't love someone that you don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right. So that's what happened. I I never lived with my father.
Okay. You said, and also siblings. It's on your mom only had you.
That's right. I was the only son.
You were the only kid.
Child. The only child
Mhm.
was me.
So, you came with all the big money you made from the lawsuit. You came for a trip to the country, and then you went back to New York. Is that so?
Yeah.
How?
Look, I kept doing the same old thing.
Okay, you kept doing the same. Nothing changed.
Yeah. It even got even worse
Oh yeah? Why is that?
because I started with using more different, heavier
Yeah.
drugs.
So you had no
Drug.
job. You were just getting yourself though
You know?
no job, no responsibilities, nothing. Did you happen to get a significant other or just got married, kids?
No. I tell you, I am a loner. I never think about a family at that time. When somebody is using, they just is all they want.
Uh-huh. There was no like company or
Mm.
having kids and wife. No, it's just
That's a person that's just lost
mm-hmm.
in society. Just takes you away to a place where hell hell is what you call it.
Mm.
Drug is like hell. You can't live regularly, normally. You just drugged up and you don't know what you're doing.
How long until well, you came to the R and you haven't been to the States ever since. What happened? How did you land? How did you end up here?
Well, I've been arrested so many times that it was how you say an academic, a regular,
Yeah, something regular.
constantly getting arrested. So immig- the Department of Immigration took me in their hands and to violate me for my conduct. So many times I've been arrested.
Oh, but
Well,
you were a resident,
yeah.
but you didn't happen to go and pursue the citizenship.
No, because I never gave it a thought of anything about the seriously
Yeah, serious steps and
serious
serious things.
serious things about life.
Uh-huh.
Just the just was into
Yeah, you were so into it that you never thought about becoming a citizen.
yeah, that's right. I was never gave it a thought.
Uh-huh. You didn't think
So
that important.
I was then deported for those crimes that I have committed.
Those felonies, they were like misdemeanors. What happened?
There wasn't no felonies.
No?
It just was crimes that I did under the influences of.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I wanted to do it. It just came through the days after days
Uh-huh.
passes by, and I didn't know until the effect
Mm-hmm.
came out. Came out of my head.
Never got caught like DUI or did you break into houses or
I did all that stuff.
You did all that stuff.
Yeah, there was only two cases that I was charged for felony. But that doesn't mean I killed anyone or hurted anybody. And um, yeah, some B felonies they charged me with. B felonies, two B felonies. Yes, that's what I was deported for. But I totally to, wasn't totally deported for that. It was that I was given an option, and I took the good Lord in hands and said that I wanted to be
Deported.
accept to be deported
Oh,
because I didn't want to keep on going with. I didn't like that life. That was making me like a criminal, bad, feeling bad, and I don't want to feel bad.
no one took you to rehab or something?
Right. I went to in the beginning to a free program. See, yeah, I tried. I tried. The people tried to help me, but then again, I went to programs, drug free. But then again, I just kept it got worse, and then I just started doing bad things, taking things, robbing, and that was not me. I'm not.
Because you were under the influence.
I was under the
How long?
strong influences.
Actually, once you got once you hit the jackpot, 35K, the bank account, big money, alcohol, sniffing, everything, you just name it. How much did it last? Did you take like a year to spend all that money? 3 months, 6 months? How
Well,
much time? Do you happen to remember?
yes, it took it lasted about 2 years.
About 2 years. Well, that was long enough.
Yes, it is.
I was saying,
That was damn good enough.
yo, 2 years.
Yeah.
But-
I wonder why that in turn took my mind and turned crazy or something like that.
At least you did.
Yes.
You did get to travel. You came to the yard.
I came to this country to live because I didn't like living that type of life,
Uh-huh.
doing bad things. And I came to this country to clean my mind and body, and so I'm here. But that was the deportation case was only for 5 years, and I've been here since 1988. Then when I was deported,
Since 1988.
it's September the 4th, 1988. So that means I've been here over 30 years. I need
It's been, well,
try to
19,
get the pardon.
1988, man, minus 2023. That'll be, yeah, 35 years.
85 years, take that.
Yeah.
How?
So no one ever talked to you about like retaking your case or like working on it to see if you could just ask for a plea or a parole or something?
No, I didn't speak to any authorities to try to go back. But the pardon should it should be given to me because of the years I've been here.
Yeah, it's been 35.
I just don't think I'm going to go through that again of that life
Uh-huh.
of and alcohol. I just, was out of hand. I got out of hand.
Once you came here, um, did you manage to keep in touch with your mom?
Well, my mother has died. She
She did pass away, right?
she's passed away. She died in the year 1995.
Mm, 20 something. Yeah, it's been 20 something year. Was she buried in the States? She wasn't, they didn't bring,
Naturally, I don't know.
you don't know?
I was so lost in the head, yes, because of the alcohol. I was drinking so much alcohol. I was scheming. I went to New York City when my mother died, but I didn't stay. I did something awful. I returned back here to keep on drinking.
Drinking.
That's my big mistake. I could have stayed in New York and recover and give my mother bury her.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I don't know what has been done with my mother. That is very sad for me.
What was her name?
Her name, she was called Aurora, and Dominga. Her maiden name was Dominga Trinidad, and her name was she was married. It was Aurora Castillo.
Mm.
See, my father was named Castillo. He was a military man. For them, he was working as a captain of the Marines
Your dad.
at that year, those years. Yeah, but he died in 1975 too. Before my mother, 10 years. How about it was 10 years apart that my parents died.
Once you came to DR, that you got deported and you've been here and everything, um, how did you make a living? How have you been making a living?
Well, first was drinking my life away. First was New York. The alcohol. I see. I substituted the alcohol for the but just to not because I felt in alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I felt in the alcohol, so I started drinking alcohol. But I left, and now I am clean. I don't drink.
How long you been clean from both
2 years about
2 years?
from alcohol. But alcohol, the drug was in 1990, somewhere around there. Because I did try in this country the first 2 years that I was deported, 89 and 90. But then it doesn't was that good, meaning it doesn't change my feelings. Feelings, it doesn't make me happy. But that in the States, sure was very happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's so strong that in New York, it is it's it's very. How I have to laugh because
Uh-huh.
I've been to a fantasy world with that. Oh wow!
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, I I remember so much drunk. I have went to the moon. Yes, to the moon, and I returned, and I returned it back.
Oh, wow.
Once the effect of the drugs
Uh-huh.
went out my head. So that's a different life. Well, whoever's under is under
Another universe.
another person,
Okay.
another feeling. Everything is changed in oneself.
Mm.
Yeah.
What kind of jobs have you done here? Have you talked English? Have you worked at a call center? What have you done? Cleaner,
Well,
cooking? I don't know.
I've been pretty good here. My mother, while she was alive, she was sending me money.
Okay.
She was supporting me. Yes, every month, and it was never, never late. Always on time every month. And well, then after she died, I had to find some other way. The house.
Hmm.
We had a house here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we had a house here. And Villa Francisca is called Villa Francisca Primera, Calle Cinco. Now, I don't have that house anymore, but now I work
What happened?
pretty hard.
You sold it?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I was going to go to New York, preparing myself,
But you,
and then
but
somebody has stolen the papers.
how? Okay, you got the powder, and how were you planning to go back through Mexico, or was somebody getting to trying to get you a plea? This thing?
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna go try to make it through legally to to consul and immigration, the pardon or the councilman through the authorities legally.
But no, when you sold the house,
Yeah.
were you trying to get to
Yeah.
the States legally?
Yes, I was gonna
Oh,
do that, and unfortunately, somebody has stolen the papers, and that made me chase everything around.
mm-hmm.
And I have a friend of a woman who was my woman. We used to live together. She's in New York now. She's going to she said she's trying to help me.
She said that.
Yeah, she's going to try to help me.
I hope she does.
Yes, I do too.
Because that would be cool if you could go like back and walk down the street in the year like
Yeah,
man.
live differently.
Yeah, I
new.
mean you'll be shocked. It's all you know.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome, like having you walking by or into a bodega, having your coffee, seeing the guys and I don't know.
I used to work. Yeah, I like working now. My life has changed. I am a working man. I even work even with a bad leg,
Yeah.
making my my salary. That's the way I earn my money.
Yeah. Let's wait for this.
This thing, yeah,
Yeah, this thing. Where
this.
it's oh, they just went that way. So with your
This guy left the car.
he left you running. Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's do this.
All right.
Then to conclude now, and then what we're doing is by next week we can continue on the second part, but in the building, so you don't have to come here all this trouble.
I was told that you go there to give classes at 4 in the afternoon
Oh yeah.
for the lady that sells paca.
Okay. Okay.
Ceciana.
Yeah.
She told me she told me.
So yeah.
I talked to her. I was asking her about you.
You were. Well, I remember that for a few. I don't know for how long, but I remember seeing you living right across the city hall.
Which city hall? From here?
From here, no, not the city hall. Hold on. From the court.
Right. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
courthouse.
Yeah, you
Yes, I live. I'm still there.
you still there?
Yes,
Is that where you sleep?
Yeah, that's my home.
Were you? Are you working?
That's my shelter.
Was that? Oh yeah.
Let's call it a shelter
You call it a show.
because it's not really nice.
And we talked about like 5 years ago about teaching up there. I remember. Yeah, it's 11:50.
Yeah, see.
So you don't have a cell phone. You don't have anything how to reach you. How am I gonna reach you for next time? How am I reaching you? Fritolindo, you said.
Right. I work there. That's my part-time work.
Uh-huh.
That's a job out of a job because I don't have a salary. I don't get paid there. I work. How you,
Wait, to
Well,
keep yourself busy, but you should make some money. You need some money for I don't know, soap, um, your medications or anything.
I'm getting help from the government
Are you? Oh,
for food
uh,
monthly, and the restaurant. Anytime I want to eat, I can eat there.
you can eat it. Oh,
But I prefer to earn it. I don't like to beg or or ask for people to give me. I'd rather earn it. See, I said it once. Now that I left all the bad habits of alcohol, I just feel like I'm a working man.
yeah.
I like working. I like being creative. That's what changed. That's the real me. I'm not no drug addict. I'm not no alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic or addict. So I'm a clean man. I'm a new man. God knows what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not easy, but I do care about myself. Because if I didn't, I would keep drinking.
And nobody would care about yourself.
Right?
Nobody would give a damn about you.
Nobody.
Yeah.
But the lady that's going to help me, she helps me. She sends me money to whatever I need for medicine
Yeah. Are you taking medication for your leg?
because she used to be my woman
Okay.
who lived in the house for me, lived with me in Villa Francisca, Primera,
Oh, okay.
for many years.
Oh, and she made it to the States.
Maybe you know her. Her name is Ines Morales.
I might.
She
She does nails.
nails.
She do nails and all.
Well, she
Manicure, pedicure.
manicure.
Okay.
She works very good, but now she's in New York in the Bronx.
But you guys, how do you get in touch? You talk to her?
A friend of mine's,
Okay.
the doctor.
Because, yeah, I'm asking because it was not easy for me to see you. And ironically, when I wasn't running the podcast, I ran into you. We ran into each other like every day.
Yeah, I used to see you come around. Frito Lindo sometimes.
Yeah, and the place that I get the coffee, the lady that called you, that I told you, Johnny, Cafeteria Familia, I told her that if he sees you, to call me, to let me know, yeah, to just...
The one that called you this morning.
Exactly, that one.
She has a comedor
She does.
right there.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's where I get my coffee. If we don't brew the coffee here, I just go there on my way to work.
Yeah, you just drink.
Yeah. So, Harry, listen, I'm so grateful to see you, to hear your story, and to let other people hear your story. If anybody wants to help you out with anything, any medication or whatsoever,
I found myself that I was doing wrong, but it took takes many years to want change. And now that I've been through so many things that I don't want to go through it again.
oh yeah,
I want to live just normally. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't even drink. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I just work, eat, sleep.
it was about time. You needed it.
Yeah.
You needed to be clean.
Yes, it's good. It's good. It's a good change for you, the humanity,
Right.
and for oneself. If I was another one weak,
I would have strangled myself
Oh.
or jumped from a high bridge, and commit. But this, I love myself. Like they say on a song, if you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. I'm so happy that I am clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm laughing about. I've been through so much things.
Yeah.
I'm still, thanks God, I'm alive.
Yeah.
And now you gotta work and sacrifice to live in this world and not do bad things.
And not do wrong to others. Yeah.
Right. It's not right. It's not good. So many. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Uh, but in my life, well, I've been through it all, and I'm glad that I found myself.
And you're still
Right.
standing
Yeah,
strong.
I'm still standing strong.
Yeah. So I appreciate it, Harry, and I'm looking forward to have you some other time so we continue talking about some other topics and things that we haven't covered. We didn't cover this time. So, guys, thank you for watching. This is Los Teachers, and remember to subscribe, like, and share. Robinson speaking. You have a good one, and see you next time.